I get to the house, knock on my woman's door. It's late. She said, she does consistent. Consistent. She says, what you doing here? I said, this is not like this. It's something like, boom, 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 boom. You know how y'all move your head? We really can't do it. It's good because God designed it. There's a difference between men and women. Don't get in San Francisco get all confused. There's a difference. When she does that, read the scripture. We are Holy Scripture in our walking. That's in walking on top of the rest of the Holy Scripture. Here's what she did. Let me do slow motion for you. She puts her hands on the hips.
Oh, yeah.
So feet square. And then she moves her head like this. And she asked me a rhetorical question to make me contemplate deeply about what I'm doing. It's not the intellectual question. It is, she said, first of all, I put my hands on my hips, and this here is a Mason square, is the sign of righteousness.
Yes.
Righteousness. So the first thing my woman does is say, I got to remind you, blood, that there's something called right conduct. The expectation is right conduct. And then she does something that comes out of traditional African law, where she says, moves her head, she says, I'm going to remind you that, yeah, the man is the head of the house.
Yes.
Don't get confused. The man is the head of the house, but the woman is the neck that turns the head. She says, I am your purpose. I am your direction. You cannot go. You cannot proceed. You cannot move up without first me giving you the feminine energy, giving you direction and purpose. But just look at what she's done here. See, we don't know ourselves. We got to see with African eyes. We got to hear what African ears. We got to taste what African lips. We got to smell what African nose. She was saying to me in that one brief moment that not only you, black men, are capable of, it is your nature to be right. It is your nature to be right. And that there is an inexplicable connection between you, man, me, woman, that you cannot be a man and not have a woman. You cannot be a woman and not have a man. I mean, you can't be a fully functioning human being and have a head without a neck. You can't be a fully functioning human being and have a neck without a head. So we go together in complementarity. But you have to also know that the feminine energy, that which ushers forth life, is paramount and primary in this relationship of human family. And so she did all that and just had a little stand. But I've been hanging out with the homies. Not the homies who are my model, white boys. And the white boy says, I kick a bitch's ass. I wear the pants in this house. I'm the king of the castle. Whoa, 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 whoa. And so when she just does a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful reminder. A gentle reminder that has the soft hands of a good parent. When she does that, my response now being derailed is, what you mean, bitch? I kick your ass. You know who I am? You better ask somebody. But you see what it is? It's derailment. It's derailment. We have to understand that. We have to stand on our own ground. Stand on our own ground. We can't even talk to each other. In ancient Kemet, there's talking, something called the metal nature, divine speech.
Yes.
There's also something called tef, idle chatter. Idle chatter. It's chatter that is movement, but it does not produce anything. And I argue that most of what happens in the academy is idle chatter. And most of what we talk about, unfortunately, even as black scholarship, because we're mimicking white scholarship, is idle chatter. It's tef. We are tef people. We're not metal nature people. And we gotta stand on our own ground. We gotta understand how do I read African me. It was the spirit. It's the spirit in her.
Yes.
It's the spirit in me that communicates. In fact, it was the spirit that allowed me to use street language to turn her out. It was also the spirit in her that allowed her to turn me out. See, because when we were dating, I'm sorry to use this so much, but when we were dating, I knew that if I could walk over and say, hey, girl. Now, my whisper in the ear, partner would say, oh man, he got to rap. He what his rap is. He keep it a secret. No. What's really going on is that my spirit, my body, is too limiting for my spirit. And that's true to all of us. Our spiritual energy goes outside of our bodies. The Russians have something called curling photography. And curling photography is they take a picture of my hand. You can see the energy around my hand. And if I'm sick, you can see the energy change colors. Change colors in terms of front. So when I walk up to the sister, you see what I've done? I'm close enough so that her spirit overlaps my spirit, and I'm reading her. I'm reading her, so I know. I got this. I know. But you'll see, if you study bars like I go to bars a lot to study, I do research in bars. You see how far, a brother left, he'll do it, okay, I'm out of here. But you know, ain't no way, baby, I got a BMW, I'm the mayor's special assistant for whatever. Just lying to the people. All that stuff you try to lie ain't gonna work because that spirit in you. The spirit knows. And sometimes this is just to cut through all that stuff. I'm not gonna give you a chance to meet my spirit. Let me just tell you who you are. All up and down and down. Because it's easy to get through this stuff. But what I want you to see is that when you look at African people with African eyes, we see Africa. We see Africa operating. We just have not been educated to be able to interpret the phenomena with the same paradigm that allows us to come to the proper conclusion. Even that little dance I did there, that, you know, it's seen in the context of this sort of the bar and nightclub was sort of strange anyway. But the fact of the matter is that what we're seeking out is what? Joy and beauty. What we're really seeking out is joy and beauty. When we, in quote, fall in love. When we fall in love because what has touched me, what has resonated with me is a sense of joy. When I wake up in the morning and look at your face, look at your face, I feel joy. When I wake up in the morning, when I come home and you open the door, I have a sense of beauty. It's not your physical beauty, like, oh, she light, she almost white. Oh, she got good hair. It ain't none of that. It's about seeing the beauty of your spirit. And so we haven't had this talk. We don't talk with our spirits. We don't talk with an understanding of the saku, the illumination of the spirit. We see our old folks who do just look at children. They would look at children. You know, my old sisters would say something like, you know, Grandma knew I was pregnant before I knew I was pregnant. And it's true. Old folks, those unlettered old folk, these sages in our community, and they're rapidly disappearing. That's what I mean about being in danger. That if we don't reclaim our epistemology, our study of how you know what is real, we don't reclaim that and stand on that. When those old folks transition, we will have to transition in order to talk